Breaking originated in New York City's prestigious South Bronx in the 1970s and became the fountain of inspiration for many breakdancers in the decades that followed. With strong rhythmic beats, the music was the source for a new style of dance that defined a generation. B-boys banded together into crews and began to battle each other by creating new or fresh moves to outdo each other. This form of dance took the Bronx by storm, and in the eye of the storm was a group known as Sandwich Deluxe.
The name Pickles came up because, since I was young, since I can remember, I was infatuated with pickles.
They call me Onion because I'm a vegetarian. I only eat seal, geese, and zebra.
The name Cheese, that actually came from when I was real little. I got a little bit of funky feet, but it's okay.
Why do they call me Bread? Because I keep everything together, you know what I'm saying?
At first, I was Ham because I never really got enough attention, and I always wanted to have a lot of attention, and usually people who get a lot of attention are called Ham.
From the humble beginnings, Sandwich Deluxe was no more than a breakfast special. Known as Ham and Eggs, the group set themselves apart from the rest of the Breakers with their own brand of hip-hop, hippity-bee-bop-hop style.
I wanted to have breakfast one day, and I went out there and I bought myself a Ham and Eggs breakfast special, and we had breakfast, and it was really good. And I decided I like ham and eggs, and we started doing the ham and egg thing. We went around the city, but eventually I couldn't take eggs anymore. Eggs got a little rotten, and I had to stop eating ham and eggs.
So he called his cousin Cheese, who was a breaker in his own right, and the two began to revolutionize breaking yet again.
Back in the day, before there was the Sandwich Deluxe, there was Ham and Eggs. They broke up. I'm not gonna give you all those details. So he called me up. He was like, let's make this ham and cheese. And I was like, cool. He's my cousin. He's my blood. I can't say no. Can't say no to blood.
These two put all they had into their moves, and it was not long after they were recognized by a man who would change their lives forever. Bread.
How did I meet Ham and Cheese? I was just chilling, doing my thing, and I saw them doing their thing. That's that. The rest is history.
Bread, a quiet man with a strong crust, had already discovered Onion and Pickle, but he knew he needed more.
I was walking down the street, literally just walking down the street, and I saw somebody standing right there, and it was Bread. I hurt myself. I stubbed my toe, and there he was. And he came to talk to me after, and he's actually seen me dance before, and we talked about things, and he knew that I had a dancer inside of me that wanted to go and just break her bones and just dance.
I saw Bread out there, and he was doing his thing with Onion. They were doing the breakdancing thing. I mean, it was definitely something I wanted to be part of.
I just wanted to do something different.
The group had no idea of what they were about to embark on. A now fully loaded sandwich, including onions, pickles, bread, ham, and cheese, were ready to take the world by surprise. With moves like the dog, the fetus, the workout, the swim, the Tiger Woods, the sprinkler, and the ever-popular fish, it would appear that the group was unstoppable.
You don't see other breakdancers do the fish, the dog, the fetus, or the Tiger Woods.
Definitely, the fish, and I was like the sprinkler, but the fish is just amazing. It's atmosphere, it's water, it's air, it's breakdancing all combined into just one beautiful element.
What was I talking about?
The dog. It's very, people take it for granted. It's pretty simple. It looks simple because I make it look simple. But it's actually one of the most outrageous and perplexed and counter-intellectual moves you'll ever see.
Here it comes! Walk it out now! Walk it out now! Walk that dog The sprinkler!
Embarking on their world tour, the group went everywhere. They visited the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and the ever-exotic Staten Island.
When I was told that I was gonna go on a world tour, I've never been to Queens.
People started demanding us to go everywhere, but like Cheese puts it best, people can't travel.
They don't have a lot of money. They can't be like, you know, getting a Metro card, hopping on the train to come see us. You know what I mean?
So we decided, you know what? Here's something crazy. Why don't we go out to their places and do the breakdancing there?
They're gonna take me to Queens and Brooklyn.
The tour was cool, man, you know.
I sprinkled around, you know? Like I sprinkled everywhere. And
They finally made it to the big time in Manhattan, breaking like they never broke before.
I am a member of Club Sandwich, and we are devoted followers of Sandwich Deluxe.
Ever since I was a little girl, I loved bread.
I love cheese.
I'm infatuated with onion.
I'd have to say I'm partial to pickles.
I knew we were starting to make it when went into one of my local bodegas, right? Went to get myself a Malta. You know, I go to grab a Malta, girl looks at me, right? And I'm like, she thinks I'm gonna steal something. That's messed up. She thinks I'm gonna steal something. You know? Then she goes by the deli, she starts doing something, right? She comes back, puts something right next to my Malta. I'm like, what's this? She's like, Sandwich Deluxe. I was like, cool. I like that lady. I still remember her. No, I don't.
Sandwich Deluxe has this aura, has this way about them of just attracting people's attention. I mean, once they get your attention, you're hooked. I mean, you're there. You could just see people's reactions when they walk by. I mean, you just see, and they're amazed. They're inspired. Okay, they're inspired by what they're witnessing.
They found themselves battling crews from around the ways.
The competition was not easy, but we had an edge on them. We were ready to go full out for what we felt and what we believed.
Competition? What competition? No competition out there.
How are you gonna go against the people who made it what it is? We made breaking.
We are the original breakdancers. We started breakdancing. And when people come in and compete with us, I laugh. I think it's funny. Because how can you compete with the originals? That's like if you buy potato chips, you buy Y's and you buy UTZ. Which one is going to taste better? You tell me. Sir? You tell me.
We perfected breakdancing.
I know that they really didn't think they could beat us. Cause they look like smart kids, you know? They're more logical and they can't beat us. They just wanted to look like us, you know? Be on the same stage with us. Let people know that they braked with Sandwich Deluxe.
But with fame came turmoil. It would seem like nothing could come between Ham and Cheese, but they were soon in a pickle over onion.
Get some onions in there. People start crying.
I had to go through a lot of therapy.
I think she might have a little something wrong.
That's a lot of words. Anger, hate, turmoil. It's hard, you know?
I had a thing for onion, and wow, I liked her a lot. I still do. But I don't think it was a mutual feeling.
I didn't know Ham had feelings for me. You know, he's just Ham, and he had to know I'm vegetarian.
Onion, oblivious to their feelings, was caught up in bread, and that was the beginning of the end.
Onion's a good-looking cat. We all knew it. We all wanted some onion. on our own personal sandwich. And what happened with the blood is that Ham wanted some onion. Hey, Pickle wasn't my blood, but he wanted some onion. Who knows what Bread wanted? Bread don't talk that much.
None of your business, man.
So she wanted to know about one of my moves. Not my special moves. We don't do that. We don't do that. But she wanted to know about one of my little skip moves. Skip moves, you might have seen. Skip moves. With the leg up. Problem is, you know, I needed to sort of like stand behind her to show it to her, you know what I mean? Ham thought it was a bit much. Ham thought it wasn't necessary. Took off the hat.
I guess he thought something was going on, you know, but I can't have cheese either. Like, I'm lactose intolerant either too, you know,
A fight broke out between Ham and Cheese, which cut the sandwich in half.
Hat went off, shoes went off, clothing started flying, some scary stuff started happening.
It was cold. It was cold, and I thought I saw something in Cheese that I'd never seen before.
But you think ham and cheese, you know, go together. Ham and cheese. But Ham couldn't take the cheese anymore. He's pushing it. It was awful.
Pickles was fighting his own demons. He had developed an addiction to Pez.
Yeah, I was addicted to Pez. It almost ruined my life.
It started out small, 1 pack just before the show. But soon the sugar rush became too important, and he couldn't go on without it.
Yeah, I knew the whole Sandwich Deluxe gang. They were very regular customers. Well, Pickles was. I believe he was getting Pez for everyone though, because he would get so much Pez.
You know, I was going through 5, 6 dispensers a day. I wasn't there for anyone.
I don't want to spread rumors, but I heard some stuff about Pez. I just hope that what I heard wasn't true.
They all had a Pez problem. Don't let them tell you any different.
I wasn't caring about anything, you know, my cat, you know, my dog, they weren't eating.
I'd say Pickles was the least of the bunch with the problem.
It was a dark time for the sandwich. They were becoming stale.
I had a nightmare that the Sandwich Deluxe went vegetarian. And I said, wow, there goes the ham. I mean, I love my mom boys. They're all like the Max Matterly Max, and I don't want to be left alone.
Breakup was rough.
Yeah, he was sad. It was all about this onion. You know.
When I heard Sandwich Deluxe broke up, for some unknown reason, I cried for hours.
I was devastated. I did not leave my house.
I wasn't that concerned because I could just live off bread and water.
I didn't shower. I didn't shave. I didn't use the bathroom. It's awful.
The breakup. So we talking about when we break up bones, when we dance?
I just gotta come back and apologize and just realize that I've been such a ham.
I gotta tell you, it was good to see Ham. It really was.
All these questions, man.
Bread, left out in the open, was determined to stay fresh.
Brad gave him that phone call. He called me. He was like, I'm gonna get you guys started together again. I did it once. I'm gonna do it again. And we ended up going to classes because I had forgotten most of my moves.
He taught them how to break again.
He was able to teach me things that I forgot about, you know, like about the different layers in onion and how to dance and how to break your bones while you're dancing. It was like boot camp.
He believed in us. He really believed in us because he pushed us. He pushed us to the point where I broke bones I couldn't even spell. You know? But we did what he put up on the board. We did them. And we broke it. We broke fibula, snibula, I don't know. Bones. Bones that doctors call pretty names, but we broke things.
I just wanted us to come back together. And that's that.
With no time to play, he drilled a sandwich, and soon they were back to take on the world.
I followed Sandwich Deluxe everywhere. I even followed him to Queens. And I live in Manhattan. Let me tell you something. I was there
when they brought out the chips.
It was in the spring that Bread surprised the sandwich with one last topping, chips. Sandwich Deluxe always considered themselves to be a full meal, but when Bread brought the chips in, they knew they were full.
He knows how to reinvent himself. He's always adding little things here and there. Who knows? In the future, maybe ice cream. Who the hell knows, man? But even potato chips, and those little kids, man, they did their thing.
When people eat sandwiches, I never even thought that they put chips in sometimes. Potato chips. And so we got to see potato chips perform.
Oh my God, they were just amazing. I only wish there were more.
About the potato chips. Like I said, man, just come check us out and then you see what that's all about.
These days, Sandwich Deluxe are back on the road with a new outlook on life, love, and lunch. Some would argue that the expiration date of the sandwich is past due, while others think their moves can still feed future generations.